Welcome back to my channel, Plate and Palette. Today I am so excited to share one of my favorite traditional Indian sweet, Adhirasam. If you love crispy, chewy sweets with a perfect balance of flavors, then this one's for you. So, what exactly is Adhirasam? Well, it's a classic South Indian delicacy that dates back to centuries ago. This sweet is popular during Diwali, Tamil New Year, and other special occasions. Think of it like a deep fried donut, but it's made with rice flour jaggery and flavored with cardamom, ginger, and edible camphor. Sounds delicious, right? Using freshly ground rice flour takes your adhirasam to the next level. So let's get started. All you need is raw rice, jaggery, and some flavorings of your choice. Wash the rice thoroughly to remove any dirt and excess starch. Rinse it a few times until the water runs clear. Now soak the rice in clean water for about 2 to 3 hours. This will soften the rice and make it easier to grind into a fine powder. After the rice has soaked, drain the water completely. It is important to remove as much moisture as possible before grinding. Spread the drained rice on a clean kitchen towel or cloth. Let it dry for about 15 to 30 minutes. The rice should be damp but not soaking wet. Add the damp rice to a grinder or mixie and grind it into a fine powder. The key here is to keep the rice slightly damp. This gives the flour the perfect texture for adhirasam. If it is too dry, the flour won't bind well with the jaggery syrup. Sift the flour to make sure it is smooth and not gritty. The consistency should be super fine and soft with no lumps. You can use the flour immediately for making adhirasam or store it in an airtight container if you are planning to make it later. Freshly ground rice flour gives the best results, so try to use it within a day or two. Freshly ground rice is ready for the perfect adhirasam. This simple step really makes a difference in the texture and taste of the final dish. Keep the rice flour covered with a damp cloth so that it doesn't dry out. Next, we need to melt the jaggery into a syrup. Break the jaggery into small pieces or grate it. Now that we are ready with the rice flour and the jaggery, let's start with the syrup. In a heavy bottomed saucepan, add about 1 cup of water to the jaggery and let it dissolve over medium heat. Keep stirring to make sure it doesn't burn. Since the consistency of the syrup is crucial for this recipe, I am using a candy thermometer and the perfect temperature is around 235 to 240 degrees Fahrenheit for the soft ball stage. This is where the magic begins. We have to make sure the sugar reaches the correct consistency called soft ball stage. This is when the syrup thickens enough that if you drop it into cold water, it can be rolled into soft ball with your fingers. This is crucial for getting the right texture in the adhirasam. Too thick, it will be hard. Too thin, it won't hold together. 235. The flavorings for adhirasam are optional, so we will be using ginger powder, pepper powder, cardamom powder salt and edible camphor. Add the flavorings and sesame seeds. Slowly add the rice flour to the syrup. Stir it together to form a thick dough. It might look a little loose now, but don't worry, it will firm up as it rests. Now here is the secret to perfect adhirasam. The dough needs to rest for at least 24 hours. Yep, patience is the key. This allows the flavors to develop and help the dough achieve the right texture. If you can, let it rest for up to 2 days for even better results. The longer it sits, the better the adhirasam turns out. After the dough has rested, it should look like this: soft, pliable, and ready to shape into discs. Grease your hands with a little ghee to prevent sticking. Take a small ball of dough and flatten it into a disc on a banana leaf or a parchment paper. Make sure not to make them too thick, as they will puff up when fried. Now it's time to fry. Heat some oil in a deep pan on medium heat. Gently slide the discs into the oil. Fry them until they are golden brown and crispy on the outside but soft and chewy on the inside. Be careful not to overcrowd the pan and make sure the oil isn't too hot or they will brown too quickly without cooking inside. Fry couple at a time, flipping them until both sides are golden brown. Once they are golden brown, remove them from the oil, press them slightly to remove excess oil and drain in a basket or a colander. Look at these beautiful adhirasam, crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside, with that rich flavor of jaggery and a hint of cardamom, ginger and camphor. They are perfect for any festive occasion. So delicious. You have got to try making these at home. They are easier than you think and the flavor is incredible. Hope you enjoy making the adhirasam, a timeless Indian sweet that is as delicious as it is traditional. Let me know in the comments if you had adhirasam before or if you're planning to try making it. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video and subscribe for more delicious recipes coming your way. And have a happy Diwali.